Think of 3 Ps. We just don't know when these accidents are going to happen, so thinking of these 3 Ps are going to help pet owners in emergencies. The first P, plan ahead. 3 things that pet owners should assemble and everybody in the household should know where they are. First of all, the phone number of your regular veterinarian, phone number and directions to the veterinary emergency clinic, and the phone number to the poison control hotline. This is also a good time to make sure that your pet insurance policy is up to date, and it's a good time to assemble a pet first aid kit. The medications that your veterinarian has prescribed: hydrogen peroxide. This can be used not only as an antiseptic, but to induce vomiting if that's necessary. An assortment of gauze and bandage rolls and some nonstick pads. Clean towels, adhesive tape, a syringe but no needles, and forceps, tweezers, and even scissors. That's when the next 2 Ps come in. Don't panic. You are going to be no use to your pet if you're panicked. Tell yourself that I'm too busy to panic now, I can panic later. And that's how you're going to be able to help your pet. The third thing that's very important is protect yourself. Assess the situation. If the cat is injured, they may not want you touching them or messing with them. So watch for the warning signs. If the cat's ears are flattened on the back of their head, or if they're hissing or swatting at you, probably not. Get a big beach towel to wrap around the cat so that to protect you and to protect the cat. Now, if the cat's bleeding, get a plastic garbage bag. Put it around the cat. Don't put the cat in it, put it around the cat. And that will protect you from any possible infection. Find the source of the bleeding, apply direct pressure, bandage it with some of the material in your first aid kit, and then off to the veterinarian immediately. Fractures, whether they've been hit by a car or maybe they've fallen from a great height, your dog or your cat is frightened, they're injured, they're in pain. Don't try to set the fracture yourself by tugging or pulling on the limb. You're probably just going to make it worse. So support it in a rolled up newspaper or a magazine and wrap it up, and then off to the emergency clinic. Bites, whether it's a snake bite, a spider bite, a wild animal bite, or a bite from another dog or a cat, these always get infected, so they need veterinary attention immediately. Heat stroke, very common, especially in the summer. If your cat has been outside in the direct sun and seems very comatose, the most important thing you want to do is cool them down. And if they're outside, the easiest way is to do it with a garden hose. But run the water out of the hose so that you don't scald the pet too, and cool them down to about 103 degrees and then off to the veterinary clinic, because this is an emergency. And in case of poisonings, keep the container, record how much the pet ingested, and call the poison control hotline that you have prepared ahead of time.